everybody, Jess here from Nigezza.blogspot.com, and I'm here to show you another little happy birthday box. Could easily be Christmas with the way that it's decorated. It certainly could be Christmas, but it's my youngest's birthday this month, and I'm just making lots of birthday things. He loves just getting presents, and he's at that age where tends to not get many presents. He's going to be 20, and often, you know, he gets like a large sum of money, and so I've been making him lots of little things that don't cost very much. So this has used a little bit of our lovely copper ribbon, which you can just pull out and make nice little shapes with. So I think it makes a really cute bow. And so I've used copper embossing powder on this, and hand stamped this bit of cardstock, and then you open it up and it's a galaxy ripple. How cool is that? Just made it to the right size, and you can size this to fit whatever chocolate bar that you want, and then it's just a cute little box, and that will just go right back on. I've just done it, so I know it works. Right back on there, so you've got a lovely sweet little box. Okay, so I show you what I did. So to make this, I am using the extra thick Very Vanilla, and it is the width of A4, which is 8 1/4 by 4 1/4. All measurements will be on my blog. I'm also using this from Background Bits. I'm just going to use this sort of cluster there, which I've already mounted, and I will be using the Happy Birthday from Happy Birthday Gorgeous, and this outline for the label punch. So I'm going to be doing some heat embossing, and I'm kind of making my own DSP. I'm kind of put in mind of that lovely Christmas Year of Cheer DSP that we've currently got, and I'm going to give it a whirl at making my own. So I'm going to use some Versamark. I'm going to stamp this up, and I'm just going to randomly stamp it all over this. I chosen this small sort of cluster of stamps because it's quite a small sort of box, and if it had a big pattern, I think it would look a bit weird. I think that will do. And then I've got some copper embossing powder, and I'm just going to sprinkle it over here. I'm working quite quick because although Versamark is slow drying, I don't want it to I don't want to push me luck. Oh, as you can see. So chuck this on. I love our copper colour. I think it's so rich, so opulent. I have this colour on my Christmas tree. I love it. There we are. I've emptied the entire pot. Just going to stick that back down there, and then let it. Well, there are a couple of bits where it's stuck where I don't want it, so I'm going to get my little brush and get rid of it there, bit there, and a bit there. That'll be lovely. And then I do have one of them plastic trays for collecting heat embossing powder. But I tidied up my craft room, fatal, can't find it. No idea where it is. So then I'm just going to take my heat tool and heat that up. So here we go, a little bit loud. There it goes. How pretty. There we are. That's it done. Looking quite lush. I like that. Right, and now I'm going to do some scoring, and I'm going to score on the other side because I don't want to cause any issues with where I've embossed it. So with the long side up, we're going to score at 3/4 of an inch, and I'm just going to turn it over and score at 3/4 of an inch on this side as well, so I don't have to do any weird maths. All measurements will be on my blog. Oh, it's 7.5, look. And then if we do on the short side, and we're going to score at 3/4 of an inch, and then we're going to score at 1 3/4, and then 2.5, and then finally at 3.5. And that's all our scoring. And then we are just going to fold and burnish along those score lines. So I'll just go slightly that way to then come back that way with my bone folder. Give it a burnish. And then do straight lines. I am folding it against where I scored, and it's the thicker cardstock. You could use the thinner cardstock if you haven't got the extra thick. I just like the extra thick to give the box a little bit more stability, because we're not sticking anything on it. Sometimes you stick DSP on top, so that gives you the added strength, but this is not going to have that. Right, so I'm gonna, because at this stage any bit could be the top and any bit could be the bottom, so I'm going to make my decision as to which way round I want it to go. I think I'm going to do it that way. So you've got a rectangle and then 3 more or less squares. You're going to keep the rectangles straight and cut into the squares, notch the squares, but the rectangles stay straight. I've got absolutely dreadful light here, so I'm hoping this is all visible, because the lights are really drawing in now, and it's only about 5:30, but it's pitch black outside. And then the final one on this side, and because this bit's going to be the top, this bit's going to be the bottom, I'm just going to cut these down to reduce the bulk. And then I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. So snip these up. And then notch. And there we go. So that's that done, and then we just need to put, I recommend fast fuse or Tombow, not snail. You could use tear and tape, red liner tape, or whatever is your favourite adhesive. Fast fuse is fast becoming my favourite adhesive now that I've got its knack, and that I love the way that that just rolls off there. And then so you just sticking them to there. Same on the other side, sticking that to there, making a nice straight line. And then that needs a little bit of a thumb hole. I still can't find my 1/4 inch punch. I'm still using my contraband. So eyeball that somewhere in the middle. Punch. And then we're going to put some fast fuse on these end flaps. And then I'm going to close the box up so that we get a nice fit, and just fold that down. And that is our box. I'm just going to take my bone folder and make sure these are well and truly stuck. And then I'm going to take a ripple, which, because of the colours I've chosen, go really nicely, fits perfectly in the little box. Close it down, and then I'm going to use some of our copper trim. I've already cut it. Oh, I've already cut it to size because I was having a little bit of a play. So I just wound it round a few times. I'm going to tie a bow. Pull it through. Pull the end until I'm quite happy, like so. And then the thing about this ribbon is that you can pull it, so you can pull it apart and it makes a bit of a different shape. And you can pull these bits apart to make your bow look quite fat. Which is why I like this trim. it does look just a little bit different when you pull it around like that. And then I'm just going to do a bit of a sentiment on there. Right, do it again. Stick my happy birthday down. That's better. And then I'm gonna stamp up, oops, ink up this, and now I can actually see where the happy birthday is. Excuse my head. And then pour the powder over that. There. Got that. Marvellous. See, sometimes my brain takes a while to catch up with what I'm doing, and whilst I was trying that out I was thinking, oh, I'm not going to be able to do it because I won't be able to see and it might all go horribly wrong, and then I think, oh, on the spot, that works. Right, so we'll just heat emboss there. That's quite sweet. And then I'm just going to cut it out. And then that will just go underneath there. So onto that end. Take off the top, and then I might shove it under there. Oh no, I won't, because we're going to want to rub that off, aren't we? So I'll just stick that underneath there, add a little bit of an angle, and there we have it. Just a little elegant happy birthday, and inside there's a nice little chocolate bar. Hope you like it. I shall put all the measurements and everything on my blog, so that you can see how you could adjust the measurements depending on what little chocolate bar you're using. Okay, thank you for joining me. Enjoy you again soon. Bye.